What do we know, everybody? You guys want to know a surefire way to irritate your wife? Go out and clean up your shop like she told you you needed to do because you got a family gathering in a couple of weeks. She get mad. At least mine did. Takes a while. Haven't cleaned this thing up at all since we moved in. It's been a long time. Just kind of threw stuff in here when we moved in and then didn't really have time to go do anything else with it. But with family gathering in a couple of weeks, I can finally get this thing set up. Thank goodness. It's been way too long. Hey, you guys want to see something cool? Check this thing out. This right here, it's got a Briggs & Stratton engine on it. But you see the backside here? And all the other parts? It's a pump. Chemical pump. Well, pump pretty much anything you want with it. You can pump water with it. You can pump chemical with it. The last thing I think this was used for was wet feed for cattle. And it sat over the years and the thing was locked up, so they're going to throw it in the dumpster. So big old Jim here took it, took some things apart, got some things working in it, and now she works. The only thing I need for it now before I can either get rid of it or use it is a starter cap and a cover for it. So call that a win. These things are not cheap, and for something you're going to pull out of a dumpster and make work like that, that's great. So something else that I've been working on over the past, yesterday afternoon and today, was tire on my lawnmower had a nail in it. Leaked air, put air in it all last season. Went around yesterday looking for a new tire, couldn't find one the right size. Found them close, but not the right size. You know how it goes. So put a plug in there. After I pulled the nail out, that didn't really work, so I put a patch on it. And seems to work today, so we'll call that a win. But it's actually pretty easy. Taking these off, putting them on. Not a bad idea to clean some stuff out of there. But 4 bolts, or 4 nuts, I should say. Use a socket to do it, 20mm socket for the lug nuts. Real simple. Don't get much easier than that. Gotta love it. Well, we got the tire on a little mower. Got to move back so I can get everything cleaned up, because you can see leaves a nice little mess, doesn't it? But I found something out when I was getting ready to move that back. There's a little bit of an oil leak underneath there, and my drain tube on the back of that engine, there's a nice little tube with a little twist cap that drains your oil and drains it away from the framework. Well, at some point that had gotten cracked and it was leaking, and then I started messing with it to make sure that was where the leak was coming from. She just cracked completely off. Not a big deal. I can go get one of those parts and get everything fixed up, but we know mowing or moving around with that today, I'd have to leave it in here, so just move it out of the way, clean stuff up, and it'll be fine. Is what it is. Not a big deal, but still frustrating, right? Okay, got that mower pulled out, got it put in the barn. Not a big deal, let it sit there until I get the stuff that I need to fix it. Not a big deal. But I've been cranking away and you can kind of see pretty clean. I'm pretty happy with it. I didn't really expect it to go this well today, but I'll flip you around and kind of show you a few things. Got our stuff out from around the smoker, around the little gas grill I got. Got some cleaning to do over here next to my oil rack. Got some screws and stuff, bolts, whatever for that cabinet I got to clean up. Got the bench pretty well clean. Surplus tools that I got hung up over there. Most of them are in my pickup, as you'd know. Move my little hammer basher thing over here. Made that, by the way. Nothing special, but it really works. Air compressor. That was my grandpa's air compressor before he passed away. It ain't much, but it pumps up tires, got some sentimental value to it. Speaking of tires, these are actually fairly good tires. They don't fit anything that I got, but they were here when we moved in. I got to figure out a place to put those. And then we got some body chemicals and everything in there, some paint. Got the shelving unit all set up. My big electrical box up top there where all my wiring tools and stuff are in. Decorations and all that good stuff. One of our coolers, a little charcoal grill. Cover my little oil spot up from that mower. And speaking of oil spots, that's my biggest problem right now. I need to get some floor dry to kind of clean those up. And this little guy is something I'm proud of. We had a bunch of cut 2x4s in here. And I came out one day and I built my little man a chair. And I don't think he's ever sat in it yet. So maybe we'll try that out today. Windy. What you think, Monk? Think you'd rather be napping? So you just got back from swimming, huh? Yeah, you want help? Good boy. Well, take a step. Just give up. What you think, Chunk? You look like a grumpy old man in that shirt. Get the big old milk belly sticking out. He just got back with his mama. They were out swimming at the YMCA with her friend. And he napped on the way back home. When he got home, he waked up, huh? You want to say hi? Monkey. You want to say hi? Yeah. I'm just going to do some exploring. Slow down, Mr. Choco. Go back on your chair. Good boy. Good job. Get your foot unstuck. Yeah, there you go. Now you able to get down on your own? A little tall, isn't it? What'd you think? You don't know? Either that or you're pooping. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that? Get it figured out, bud? You know, if you move your drink. Okay, you just, well, then Dad drops it. You get your drink? Where are you going? Nowhere? Little Chunk went and found one of my koozies that have been blowing around. We opened the door. Get those for free when you go to little classes for the pivots. And he liked it, so we had to put it on your cup, huh? Oh, there's Mama. You gonna go get her fixed up? Left your dustpan, didn't you? Oh, what do you see? You just walking in circles? Oh no, you're gonna go clean up the oil spot. Good boy. What else are you gonna clean? Just everything you can. Looks like a little caveman going to war. Oh, we're gonna go throw out the trash. Who needs toys to keep a kid entertained, huh? Oh, I'm gonna go clean that. Good boy, Monkey. No, see the hair gather on the thing? Don't go grab by the handle. Now you're stuck. Oh. Now we in business, huh, ma'am? You got the big broom. 2 hands. There you go. Yeah. Good boy. Anybody need a good looking janitor? Good job. Yeah, it gets a little sticky over there, doesn't it? Good job, monkey. You really think you need to be playing by the oil spot? Well, it has been a pretty productive day for what it's been. Had a little bit of an issue, obviously, with the wind and the oil drain issue on that mower, so couldn't really do any yard work today. But that's fine. I mean, it's not going to screw anything up. We'll get it done. Still got a couple weeks left of the little family get-together, so it's not a big issue. Not going to worry about it. Not going to worry about it at all. Just kind of roll with the punches. That's all you can do. But we got everything cleaned up in the garage. Very happy about that. Wife decided that she wanted some potatoes on the grill, so I cut them up, seasoned them, put some butter in there, got them in the tin foil. Then we got them on that little grill back there. And we're also going to cook a couple of sirloin steaks. I'm going to get them seasoned up and on there here in a bit. But I want to mention this guy. This is a steak hook. Use that hook, you stick it in the steak, you hook it, you can flip it over, and it works really, really well. Works better than your roasting fork, works better than your tongs. Try one of these, you're going to love them, you're never going to want to go back. And you can also use this pointed end to check how done your steak is in the center. So if you got someone that doesn't like pink or doesn't like a lot of pink and so on and so forth, this is going to give you a good point to check that out without having to cut that steak open. I also want to talk a little bit about that grill back there. You guys have seen me use it before. It's not a special deal, it's a little guy, but it works. When we lived in the apartment years ago, I don't remember how long ago it was, but I wanted a little grill. All I had was a little charcoal one. I used to have a little gas grill set up on a tabletop, but I really wanted one of these. And I talked to my parents about it because Dad had one kind of like it years ago, and I could never find them. Well, my parents had bought this one, used it a couple of times, and decided, you know what, they're going to go to something different. So for my birthday, which is on Christmas one year, they put this in a garbage bag, and that was my Christmas gift or birthday gift, whatever you want to look at it. And that thing has got a lot of use. Just a little Coleman grill, but that thing has just worked phenomenally for everything. Very, very impressed with it. Would I like a bigger one? You bet I would. But those things are pretty pricey, and for just me and my wife and the little man, this thing works great. And when the wind ain't blowing like this, I usually try to cook outside over a little fire pit that I built. Looks like, kind of like a stock tank. Nice little deal. Build it up. I built a little rack that can go up and down and go over the fire, and you can kind of set it where you want it. And I'll cook outside a lot, if, like I say, the wind's not blowing. But this thing works great. I love it. You can cook in the garage here. It works out great. But at any rate, guys, I've rambled on long enough. I love making these videos, love showing you what I get to do every day, love being able to show you a little chunk running around. It's fun. But like I say, as always, guys, I thank you all for watching.